Hey everybody, Hollywoodpizza here, and we're playing a pretty classic deck that we've seen in the past. We're going to be playing some Gruul, Beatdown, that's right. Aggro is back on the menu in Standard, and to help us start the Beatdown, we're playing 4 Kumanos and 4 Monastery Swiss Spears. For some additional spells here, we have one of Eater of Virtue, which is going to stick around and equip our creatures for 1 mana, and then potentially make some of our future creatures have some additional abilities as well. 4 Audacities to kind of help grow our creatures. We have 2 Strangles, 2 Play with Fires, burn things out of the way, or burn our opponent in the face. And newest addition, Monstrous Rage, which is another pump spell. So, why are we playing so many pumps? Well, we have a card named Picnic Ruiner here that gets a lot better, and I mean a lot better off of these pump spells. The 2-mana 2/2 that whenever it attacks while we control a creature power 4 or greater, this card gains double strike until end of turn. And for 4 mana, we can distribute 3 counters among any number of target creatures. So we can go wide, or we can play this card on turn 2, then on turn 3. We can play like a couple Monstrous Rages or an Audacity on it. And at that point, it's a pretty serious double striking threat, kind of giving us a little bit of like a build your own Embercleave in the deck. 3 Questing Druids, which is great. The 2 mana side of the Seek the Beast is phenomenal, giving us a couple cards. And on top of that, the Questing Druid itself is a 2 mana 1/1 that only gets bigger as we cast more of these cheap red spells in our deck. 3 Hajar, giving us a little bit of some additional protection since we have Migloss and Godric in the deck as our legendary cards, additionally Ruby. And on top of that, it's a 2 mana 3/3, which beats down by itself. Speaking of Ruby, this is a pretty awesome card. We're only trying one of it out. It's a 2 mana 1/2, it taps for mana as haste, and if you control a creature power 4 or greater, while you attack, it gets +2/+2. We did mention Godric earlier. It's a 3 mana 3/3 with haste that has celebration, which means if 2 or more non-land permanents came into play, it gets an ability. The ability on Godric is that it turns into a 4/4 dragon with fire breathing, +1/+0 for a red mana for all your dragons. We're also playing the 3 Migloss here, 3 mana 4/4, pretty good on stats. On top of that, comes in with 5 oil counters, and for 1 mana, we remove an oil counter. It gets Menace and Vigilance. For 2 mana, we remove 2 oil counters, +2/+2. 3 mana, 3 oil counters, destroy artifact or enchantment. So all the abilities on this card is relevant, on top of it already having pretty awesome stats. 2 of Witchstalker Frenzy, a card that I'm a huge fan of to help kill Shieldreds in the format. It deals 5 damage to a target creature, and it costs 1 less for each attacking creature, so you can either do it while you're being aggressive or do it while your opponent's being aggressive. For special lands, 1 of Sekenzan, 1 of Boseiju, and 1 of Mirrex to kind of help give us a little bit of that additional reach as like a creature land for the Mirrex. Sideboard, 1 of Outland Liberator, or Briarbridge Tracker to help against any type of mid-range strategy or control strategies. 2 Jayas to help give us additional reach as well against certain mid-range or aggressive, control strategies. 3 Lithomantic Barrage against the Esper deck. 1 extra Strangle to help against anything early. 2 more Witchstalkers because we hate Shieldred. 2 Obstinate Balos to help against anything that's going to be discard. Overall, I thought the deck was really powerful, especially this Picnic Ruiner. Just ends the game super fast. Like I said earlier, definitely recommend this deck for a tournament, and for the latter, I think this deck is just really powerful. Let's go ahead and jump into some games and have some fun. On the draw here, we'll try it out. Swiss Spear is our only creature, but it's not a bad creature. Smash in. We can play this Picnic Ruiner next turn, and then yeah, I can get pretty crazy. Let's see. Doesn't have haste though. That's fine. Play this and smash. Yeah, like this game can end potentially next turn. Let's see, it's pretty close. Yep. Yeah, this is about to get out of control. Pump this up here. Pump this up here. And we'll just kill our opponent on turn 3. No big deal here. We'll see you for the next one. I actually think we can keep this. Yeah, let's try it out. We have the Kumanos into Monastery Swiss Spear, so it's not bad. Yep, gonna attack. We hit a Karplusan, which is nice, so we can double spell next turn. Okay, farmhand, sure. Alright, so let's Kumanos. Yeah, I guess we needed to actually Kumanos on one to get the Godric going, so that's my bad there. Not sequencing correctly, but our opponent's still on the back foot here. Guess we have a Migloss next turn. Okay, farmhand. Just another blocker, I'm guessing. They have a 1-drop spell. Be pretty interesting if they did. Okay. Yep, we're just going to cast this. Smash in for 2. And we can have a pretty massive turn next turn. Especially if we hit a land. Alright, also hoping to dodge a board wipe here on turn 5. Yep. So unfortunately Migloss is going to get exiled. Iron Crag, and they pass. Okay. So Kumanos, Godric. 8 damage. Get our opponent down to 8. Okay, there's a Sunfall. It's not the worst, though. Yep. Let's get Godric down. And looking for Lightning Strike here. Let's see, so we don't have any Lightning Strikes. I guess just more Play with Fires. Yeah, that's fine. Or Migloss. Migloss would be pretty good too. Alright, land on the bottom. Okay, Rockfall. Definitely not what we want to see here. Let's get this Picnic Ruiner down. And we'll pass it back. I mean, we definitely ran out of gas. We have them down to 3 though. Monster's Rage will be a pretty good top deck, actually. Because it would give our card double strike, so... Mostly want to hope that they tap out. Because at this point, we need to avoid Wandering Emperor. That's pretty much going to be GG if it comes down. Sarah Paragon, sure. Ambitious Farmhand, alright. Oh, there's still a chance. Hey, Kumano's pretty good. Now, I'm gonna flip this over, go up to 5. That's really tough. Redraws well off the roadside reliquary. Yep. Yeah, they definitely have pre-creatures with different powers, so I'm expecting this farmhand to get flipped over. Okay, another Paragon, it's fine. Play with Fire doesn't do it anymore, but... yeah, we're just going to take that damage. Monstrous Rage. Still can do it. So let's pump this up. Give it 10 power, essentially. And we're going to come in for 10 double strike. Do they have an answer at 1 mana? And this game's been pretty grindy. That was our only out there. Do they have the 1 mana card? Like they're looking at the Picnic Ruiner. They're going to double block. It's fine. Do they have a spell here? Ooh, yeah, unfortunately they have a cut short. It's a pretty random card for them to have, honestly. Definitely not expecting that card. And let's see, this is 10, 11. They pump up the farmhand. It's pretty much lethal. Yeah, a little bit unlucky there, honestly. That was their last card, so... Yeah, we drew our 1 out, but our opponent unfortunately had cut short in their deck, so... Yep, they're going to go up to 7. And there isn't an individual card, yeah, that we can draw there. So a bit tough there to lose that, considering that it looked like for a second that we were pretty clear. So let's see how our next one goes.
This video is brought to you by MagicJank.com, the spiciest cards for your sauciest decks. Buy and sell Magic the Gathering products and gear today on MagicJank.com.
Looking for the latest comic book to add to your collection? How about the last card for that Magic the Gathering Commander deck? Well, the comic book stores got you covered. Shop online at comicbookstore.tcgplayerpro.com or come in person at 30 North Main Street, Glassboro, New Jersey. Pizza people, are you enjoying the content? Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. It's free. Hit that bell icon as well. That way, anytime any of our new content comes out, you're able to see it right away. Hey, leave a comment down below as well. Tell us what you're going to play in the next event, or tell us what you're enjoying about the video. Don't forget, check out the description too. We've got tons of great content down below, and on top of that, we're going to have our tournament schedule too. So get in on it. Hope to see you. All right, on the play, going to keep this hand. Get this Kumanos down. Hope to hit an untapped land so we can play this Picnic Ruiner. If not, definitely awkward because we're going to lose a lot of tempo, but I think we have to do it. Yep, I'll take the 2 here, sure. Alright, untap land right on time. Play this Picnic Ruiner as a 3/3. And let's pass it back. Might have a lightning strike for us. If they do. Or if they just play the Ronin again. But Ronin can no longer rumble into the red zone. So maybe they try to get a permanent creature down onto the battlefield. A lightning strike would be okay for them, I guess. Yep, Ronin, okay. And we're just taking that 2 damage. Yep. Okay. Right, we got Copperline Gorge, which is nice. Audacity onto the Picnic Ruiner. And we're coming in for 12 damage here. Alright, they have 1 mana. So if they had like a play with fire, they can kill the etchings, but it looks like they're just going to take the 12 here. Go down to 7. And we'll pass it back. Okay, we're going to get hit with the play with fire instead of the Kumano. And that's fine. I mean, you know, we're at 14. We're pretty healthy life here, so opponent definitely has to find a way to win the game quickly or stop us from what we're doing. Alright, 3 mana from our opponent. Looks like they have a Strangle. We do get a redraw from the Audacity, which is nice. Ooh, Swiss Spear is great. Okay, Ronin. And a Phoenix Chick. So neither one of these cards can block. That's pretty relevant here. Okay, just a forest. Yep. Gonna deal 3 damage. And let's just pass it back. They hit like a Godric or something, we have the Strangle for it. Or just any 3 toughness card. Okay, squeeze, sure. Yep, down to 7. And we're just going to go ahead and take this game with the Strangle here. Shoot this down. Pump up our Swiss Spear. And attack for the last 4 points of damage. Alright. So, Gruul, definitely huge performer so far. Especially with that Picnic Ruiner. I actually think this deck is great. Definitely recommend it for a tournament. And definitely recommend it for ladder. This was actually a list that was played in one of the standard super qualifiers. It ended up getting 3rd place. As you can see so far from the sample size that we showed you in this video, the deck can have some pretty aggressive starts. So we'll go ahead and end the video here. Don't forget, check my content out. The links below in the description, including tournaments, 3 free tournaments a month, all free to play, cash prizes. I stream on Twitch 4 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sundays. And I hope that you stay cheesy. Be safe, everybody.